Hi there, it's Marcy Chavalis and it's story time. Today's story is Curious George and the Pizza Party by Margret HA Rey. Ooh, who loves pizza? I do, and it looks so tasty. George's got it right there. So we're probably going to be reading about what? Yeah, Curious George having a pizza party. Let's flip the book over and see if we get any clues about what we're going to read about today. Oh, it looks like there is a healthy veggie mini pizzas recipe. That is so cool. You can learn how to make your own pizza. You can have an adult stop the video right now and screenshot this recipe so that you can make your own yummy veggie pizza. And then we'll read some more. Are you ready? Let's grow. This is an AR book for all you AR readers. It is level 3.44, worth half a point, and it's quiz number 136075. George was a good little monkey and always very curious. Today he wasn't just curious, he was excited. So excited, in fact, that he was turning flips and standing on his head. Oh my, George is just ready to go. A little girl in George's building had invited him to her pizza party. George had never been to a pizza party before, but he loved parties and he loved pizza, so he knew it had to be good. That sounds amazing. George, it's time for the pizza party, said the man with the yellow hat. Have fun and remember to be on your best behavior. Ooh. George got to the party in perfect time. Hi, George, called out the little girl. But oh, what was all of this? The children were wearing puffy white chef's hats and checkered aprons. George got a hat and an apron too. The best was yet to come. They weren't just going to eat pizza, they were going to make it too. Everyone will get a piece of pizza dough to roll around and make a special pizza, explained the girl's mother. There were many little lumps of dough. But first, let's play some games, she said. Wow, this looks like a great party. They're going to cook some pizza and play. Everyone went into the living room to play pin the pepperoni on the pizza. Everyone, that is, except George. He was curious about those pieces of dough. George thought and thought. If lots of little pieces of dough were good, maybe one huge one would be even better. Look, he's imagining himself having a pizza bigger than him and eating it. Do you think George is going to make some great choices right now? Probably not. He gathered the lumps of dough together and squished and squashed them until they became the very biggest piece of dough he'd ever seen. What fun! Maybe rolling it out would be even more fun. Each of the kids needs those pieces of dough, but he's made them into a super dough. George poured flour out on the table and he rolled and rolled and rolled the dough with a rolling pin. It was messy work. First, he bumped over one of the chairs. Crash! Then he knocked over the sack of flour. Thump! The flour looked like snow lying on the floor of the kitchen. George liked snow, though, so he didn't mind at all. Soon he had gotten the dough nice and thin. Wow, he's making a mess everywhere. I bet the people coming back will be pretty surprised. Oh, man, look how big that is. But the thinner it got, the farther it spread out. Before he knew it, the dough covered the table, then the chairs, and then George. Without the flour, it started to stick to everything, including George. George stopped to think. Maybe the dough was better off in small pieces after all. What do you think? Do you think this is going to be a great pizza to make? Man, this is going to be a huge mess to clean up. I definitely know that. George looks pretty concerned. What's going to happen? George got a pair of scissors and began cutting the dough into lots of different shapes. He thought everyone would be pleased. Wait, are we supposed to have shapes of pizza? I don't know. At least he's trying to make it better. George, what have you done to the kitchen? The little girl's mother didn't look very happy. I think it's time for you to go home now. How surprised and sad George was. Yeah, he's kind of like messed up the party. Just then the children burst into the kitchen and saw the mess that George had made. George, what happened? Asked one boy. The other children looked at the shapes George had made with wide eyes. Wow, George, I've never seen pizza dough like that before, said the little girl, smiling. Well, said her mother, if you can clean up this mess quickly, George, I suppose you can still stay to make pizza. Well, at least he's giving him an opportunity to try to make it right. Let's see if he does a good job cleaning up. The children all helped George clean the kitchen. He was lucky to have so many good friends. That's right. Did they make the mess? No, but they're helping him clean up anyway. With a great attitude. They're being really kind. As they worked, they talked about the pizza. I'm going to make a pizza that looks like a star, said one little boy. And I'm going to make one that looks like a house, said a girl. Once the kitchen was clean, the real fun began. All of the children picked out perfect pieces of dough and got to work. They spooned on tomato sauce and sprinkled on cheese. They added lots of vegetables and pepperoni. What do you like on your pizza? Would you put pepperoni and veggies? Would you put sausages, pineapple, ham, bacon? What would you put on yours? The pizzas looked wonderful. One looked like a rainbow, another like a stop sign, still another like a balloon. There was even a pizza that looked curiously like George. Well, George, said the little girl's mother, the pizzas taste great, and thanks to you, they look wonderful too. Everyone agreed. It was the best pizza anyone had ever seen or tasted. For the second time that day, George was so happy that he turned flips and stood on his head. Of course, it was a little harder to turn flips with so much pizza in his belly, but George didn't mind. It had been a wonderful pizza party. Now, let's take a look at the steps that happen. When we put things in the story in order, it's called sequencing. So we're going to sequence the events that happen in the story. Which one is first? It says, help George put steps 1 through 4 in order. So that's him rolling the dough, him enjoying the pizza, him tossing the dough, and him putting all of the lumps together. What's the first thing he did? Let's see. Yep, get the lumps of dough. Great job. Then what did he do once he had it in a big lump? He rolled it out. Great. After you roll it, then what do you need to do? Toss it. And then after it's baked and has all the things on it that it needs, then you could eat it. Let's go see. Let's see if we got it right. So, over here. Oh, look. Here it is. Here's George. He got the lump. That's the first thing. Then he rolled it. That's great. Then doesn't show us a picture of him tossing it. Oh, yes, it does. Right here. We found it. He's tossing it. And then the last picture is right over here. Him enjoying it. Well, I am so thankful that you got to come along and read Curious George and the Pizza Party with me. What a joy. If you love this story, you enjoyed it, and you think other kids and families and classrooms should get a chance to read this, go ahead and click the like button right now so this story will be shared with others. If you would like to find out the next story I'm coming out with, the first one to know about it, click the subscribe button. And if you like this story so much you want your very own copy to have for yourself or to gift it to somebody else as a present, go ahead and click the link in my description box so you can get a copy of Curious George on your very own. All right. Until next time, friends. Goodbye.